Hello, welcome again. We are covering the subject thermodynamics for civil services based IFS and various gate exam. Next topic in the chapter of availability is availability. Okay. So the definition of availability of a given system is defined as the maximum useful work, total work minus PDV work that is obtainable in a process in which the system comes to equilibrium with the surroundings. So we have derived the expression for useful work in the previous video, both for unsteady flow system and steady flow system and your uh, closed system. Okay. That was the total maximum work minus PDV work. Okay. If the second state or the final state in that expression is your dead state or it is in equilibrium with the surrounding, then it is called availability of that system. So first of all, availability in steady flow system. So we derive this expression for useful work or maximum work in case of steady flow system. So in case of steady flow system, there is no PDV work. So the maximum work is your useful work. Okay. So the expression was H1 minus T naught S1 plus M1 MV1 square by 2 plus MGZ1 minus H2 minus T naught S2 plus MV2 square by 2 plus MGZ. Okay. So here this was availability function and this was also availability function. But now if this state is your dead state or it is in equilibrium with the surrounding, then it is the availability of steady flow system. So here at dead state the velocity will be 0. Okay, so v2 will be 0 or v naught will be 0. Okay, and this will be a h naught and this will be your s naught and this will be a z naught. So this is the availability function for dead state and this is the availability function for state 1. So availability is change in availability function of state 1 to dead state. So that is your availability. That is the definition of availability. So that is the availability for state 1, and for state 2 the availability will be your psi 2 minus psi naught. Okay. And for 1 it will be psi 1 minus psi naught, and change in availability will be at psi 1 minus psi 2. So which is this quantity, sorry, this quantity, this is psi 1, this is psi 2. So change in availability is change in availability function. So or maximum work done. So that is the availability for steady flow system. Now if we take the closed system, so for closed system there was PDV work and the expression for useful maximum useful work was u1 plus p naught v1 minus p naught s1 minus bracket u2 plus p naught v2 minus p naught s2. This is pi 1, this is pi 2. Okay. So now if this state is your dead state, then all the suffix will be a not. Okay. And this is the availability function for state 1 and this is the availability function for state 2. Pi 1 minus pi 2, pi naught for a closed system. So that is your availability of state 1 is it u suffix 1 and if it u suffix 2, the availability of this function, availability of state 2 will be this pi 2 minus pi. So the maximum useful work will be a a1 minus a2 or pi 1 minus pi 2, which is this this quantity. So the maximum useful work is change in availability or availability function. Okay. So availability is how much work or work can be got before going to the dead state from the system. That is availability.